Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to explain about Rollup columns in Dataverse. Rollup columns are special columns in Dataverse which contain an aggregate value calculated over the rows related to a specified row. These are some of the aggregate functions which Rollup columns support. Now we will see Rollup columns in a Dataverse table. I am having two tables in Dataverse, project and project task, and these are the columns in both the tables. And both the tables are related in such a way that one project can have multiple project tasks. I have created a model driven app to display data from both these tables. This is my model driven app, and this contains data from the project table. And if I click on any project, then these are the project tasks related to the project. I have added a subgrid to show the related project tasks. And let's say I want to display some aggregate data from this related project tasks. For example, I want to show the number of project tasks which are related to this project. Similarly, let's say I want to show the number of completed project tasks which are related to this project. And again, finally, let's say I want to show the sum of these actual hours for these project. So we can create roll-up columns to display these aggregate values. And uh, I have already created roll-up column in this project table, and I have added the roll-up columns in this information form. So if I switch to information form, then we can see these are the roll-up columns. First one is for completed tasks, second is for total tasks, and third one is for total actual hours. Let's say if I add one more project tasks, I will name it as new task. I will update the task status as completed, save and close. So we can see our new task has been added in the project tasks. However, our roll-up columns, those are same, the value is not changed. So this is one more point regarding roll-up columns, that its values doesn't change in real time. For existing roll-up columns, it can take up to 1 hour for the value to get updated. However, in model-driven apps, we have this value to recalculate the roll-up column. If I press on recalculate, then the number of completed tasks is 2. Similarly, we can recalculate the other two fields also. One point regarding this recalculate is this option is available only in model-driven app. It is not available in Canvas app. Let's say if we want to update the roll-up values in real time, then we have different ways of doing that, but that is not covered in this video. Now let's see how to create this roll-up column. So I'm having this project table, and in order to create roll-up column, we have to add a new column. I'll name my new column as roll-up column. I'll select data type as whole number, and behavior we have to select rollup and then save and edit. Ensure that pop-up is not blocked. So this will bring up a classic designer window, and here we can set up our rollup column. When you are doing this for the first time, it might take some time. Yes. So this window has loaded. First is we have to select the related entity, which in our case is project tasks. And then we have to select other functions. Let's say for the first Rollup column where we had to display the number of related project tasks. For that, we can simply select the aggregate function as count. And then if we save it using this save your changes option, and then if we click on this save and close, then this Rollup column will be created. For the second Rollup column where we had to display the number of completed project tasks, for that uh, we can add filter where we can select our filter column, which is task status, and this we can select as completed, and then we can select the aggregate function as count. And then again, if we save and close, then this column will be Rollup column will be created. Finally, to get the count of the actual hours, for that we have to select sum as the aggregate function. So here we can select sum, and then we have to select the column for which we need to do the sum operation, which is the actual hour in our case. And then we can save, and this time I'm going to save and close to create this Rollup column. And we can see that this column has been created. Uh, Now I want to speak about Rollup columns over self-referencing tables. So I am having this product categories table, which is having two columns. First is category name, other is parent category. This parent category is a lookup column which references this category name. So hence this is a self-referencing table. And this self-referencing can be over multiple hierarchies. For example, for electronic as category name, we don't have any parent category. But for computers, we have this electronics as parent category. And for laptops, we have computer as parent category. And if I go to my products table, then it is having two columns. First is product name. Sorry, it is having three columns. First is product name. Second is stock level. And third is product category, which references the product category table, which we saw before. And in this product category table, I have added this total stock column, which is a Rollup column. And this displays the sum of all the total stocks. And this sum is it for the entire hierarchy. For example, for furniture, it these are the rows which are related to furniture. And if I go to products, then these are the rows which are related to furniture. And the sum of stock level is 130 for all these rows. And if we come to this, and if we see for furniture, the total stock is 130. So this Rollup value is for the entire hierarchy of data. Next is, in order to have this Rollup value over the entire hierarchy of data, we need to uh, consider 2 points. First is, if I go to this product category table, and if I go to relationships, then this is my self-referencing relationship. Here we need to ensure that this hierarchy is checked. And second point is, while creating the Rollup column, we need to ensure that this use hierarchy, this is updated to yes. Now, finally, I would like to mention that This roll-up columns over multiple hierarchy of data. This is applicable only for self-referencing tables. It is not applicable for tables where the hierarchy spans across multiple tables. For example, here in this table, project task is related to project table and subtask is related to project task table. Let's say we want to add a roll-up column on this project table, which will display aggregate value over this duration column, which is in the subtask table, which is in the second hierarchy table. So this is not possible. So it has to be self-referencing table only. So yeah, that's it about roll-up columns. Thank you.